Back. All right, we're back at the game two. A little bit different result for this one as the Class cruised over the Bulldogs 80-64. Honestly, it wasn't that close. But Ray, what was your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, they Bulldogs just overmatched. Clyde, that's an experienced team. They've been here before. I think they won the last two Kent League championships that the league has run. So yeah, man, it was just too much experience, too much size. They got pros over there, high level D1 guys. So yeah, first half was close, but second half they just came out and ran away with it. Yeah, it was just too much for Bulldogs to overcome.
Yeah, I agree, man. I just think the size of Clyde just overwhelmed them. Um, Jeff Allen, you got Cubans Wide, Georgetown, AJ Wilson, the Swiss Army knife guy that he is, super athletic. I just think it was just too much for the Bulldogs, the much smaller Bulldogs. I mean, they had guys that had length, that had height, but they didn't have the vocal experience, like you said, to match up with Clyde's. They had a couple guards that tried to keep them in the game, like Clint Drayton, Anthony Carpenter or whatnot, but it was just too much going on inside for Clyde season. They just overwhelmed them. Once they got control of the game, control the boards, blocking shots or whatnot, the Bulldogs, they struggled just to get a layup attempt. I mean, every time it was a layup attempt, we saw three dudes at the top of the square trying to beat it, man, and that pretty much summed up the game. But all in all, guys, you can be told they did what they should do. As the last champs from 2019, they retooled a little bit. Still got some of the same guys, a couple of them, but they retooled a little bit, got bigger. They're gonna be a tough beat, tough hit as usual. You know what I mean? So you guys still see how they guards fare as they move along and play other teams with the top-notch guards and then have the size to match up with them. But, all in all, man, it was a pretty convincing win for those guys, man. To start Kent League play. Who's your standout player for the game?
I gotta go with AJ Wilson, man. He probably had the most demonstrative performance. He had two big dunks, and he just seemed to be everywhere. Like you said, he was one of those guys that was at the top of the square trying to get to every layup. It was a lot of dudes on Clyde that just kind of overpowered, overwhelmed the Bulldogs, but he kind of made his presence felt the most to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to go with you. And it's not just the way he was scoring the ball; it's just his energy. Just swarming defensively, blocking shots, rebounding, doing everything he always do, man. Just impact the game in a multitude of ways, man. And I'm not even sure if it's somebody else in this league that can match everything that he brings, as far as his versatility and energy. So it'll be interesting to see as the summer progresses. Your X factor for the game.
Man, another point you brought up. I just got to go with Clyde's their length and athleticism. I think that really was a shock to the Bulldogs, because it was just tough for them to do anything inside, and they did have some guards who were kind of capable, but if you can't get a rebound or if you can't make a layup, it kind of limits everything that you try to do. So I think the fact that Clyde just had that much of an advantage in that area, it really just told the tale of the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to go with you. I was gonna go to cute as wife. He back at Georgetown, but I just think it started with him. His size and side. It took three dudes to kind of dig down on him, try to shoot the ball. So he won't power up and dunk on them, because when they didn't, that's exactly what he did. It was a dunk. It wasn't no layup. It wasn't nothing else. And I think led by him, that's what overwhelmed the Bulldogs. And then with him clogging up the paint, it forced the Bulldogs to take shots that they may not be as comfortable taking from deep consistently. Outside Carpenter, who's known as a shooter or whatnot, a lot of guys had to be forced them to take shots that they're not comfortable with mid-range, come off the bounce, but they wasn't getting nothing inside. So, it's still similar to what you're saying. I give Qubis a nod because, I think he had like double figures in the first half, and they just rode that wave and, got the W, man. But we'll be back with game 3 right now. Papa's playing. Give me 1 second. Papa's playing Call Your Mother right now, so we'll be back with the results of this game and staying on X Factors as well.